Hey y'all, so here's a tutorial utilizing my May 2012 i-candycouture goodies. And this is the look that I accomplished. Everything I used for this look came from the goodies I received for last month. If you'd like to take a look at the products that I received and how I accomplished this look, then stay tuned. So for the month of May, my ICC goodies consisted of 5 pigments and 2 lip products. The pigment colors are Lollipop Lovin', which is currently the only matte pigment available at i-candycouture, and it's a beautiful lavender purple, very pigmented. And then I also received another pigment called Cotton Candy Cutie, and this is a very beautiful and interesting color because it's sort of a mix between a turquoise blue and gold. So when you first look at the product in the container, it looks like a turquoise, almost baby blue, and then when you actually apply the product, say like you swatch it on your hand, the gold in it comes out, and it's just a beautiful color. I also received Hawaii Maiden, which is part of the Hello Kitty collection, and this is a beautiful sand. It reminded me of sand, like summertime, and it's just a beautiful tan color. It works great as a highlight. I love using it on the lid also because it just adds a hint of shimmer. And it's a very beautiful color, very shimmery and very beautiful. I also received Mermaid Serenade, which is it reminds me of a sky blue, also a shimmery color and very beautiful, very pigmented. It would be perfect paired with Desire for kind of a frosty look for Christmas, or say Halloween's coming up in a couple of months, and if you want to be anything frosty like the Ice Queen or something, Mermaid Serenade and Desire are going to be amazing together. Or even Ice Queen from the Christmas collection that came out this past Christmas. And the last pigment that I received is called Tracks, and it's a very beautiful pigmented black. It's a dupe for the black shadow that MAC has with the glitter in it. I'm sorry, I can't remember what it's called right now. But the difference between Tracks and the product that MAC carries is the glitter in Tracks doesn't fall off. Like with the MAC one, if you blend it out, you kind of blend out the glitter. That doesn't happen with Tracks. And it's a very beautifully pigmented black pigment. The 2 lip products I received is Marilyn, which is a red lip gloss or lipstick in a clam, and Cherry Truffle, which is kind of a mauve color or a cherry. Well, it's exactly what the title is, Cherry Truffle. So it's a pink tinged truffle color. And again, those are all the products that I received in the May i-candycouture goodies that I received, and are the products that I used for the look. Okay, so time to get started on our look. The first thing that we're going to do, of course, is always prime your lid. What that does is it just gets your lid ready to accept the product, and it'll help your shadows stay longer on your lid. So I use the Eye Candy Fix Eye Primer. Unfortunately, this is no longer available at i-candycouture.com. So feel free to use any primer that you have available at hand and just apply that all over your lid. Now that we have our primer on, the first color we're going to apply is Lollipop Lovin', which is that beautiful matte lavender color. We're going to take that and apply it into our crease, blending upward. And you're going to be very surprised at how this color comes out because it is absolutely beautiful. The way that it looks in the container does not justify its beauty. It's a really beautiful color. So go ahead and apply that into your crease and blend it upward. Next, we're going to apply Mermaid Serenade, and we're going to put that in the inner half of our lid. The way that I like to apply my pigments on my lid is by a patting motion. I don't like sweeping it on because I try and limit the amount of fallout. So I pat on the color, and then this way it'll allow you to build up the color. Though if you want the color to be more intense, then of course you're going to pat on more. Less intense, you're going to pat on less. Next, we're going to apply Cotton Candy Cutie to the outer half of your lid. Again, I'm putting mine on in a patting motion, and make sure to blend where the two blues meet. Next, go ahead and apply Hawaii Maiden. We're going to use this as our highlight, so we're going to apply that below our brows and our brow bone. Make sure to blend it in very well because you want to show a nice gradation of color. You don't want it to look really harsh. You want to show a gradual change. And we're also going to apply that in our inner eye next to our tear duct, so it'll look as if there's a highlight there also. Next, we're going to line our lower lash line with a black pencil. Next, we're going to take tracks and add that to your outer V. Because it's a black pigment, it's going to add depth and dramatics, of course. This is also going to be the part of your eyes or your face that's going to take the longest, because you really want to make sure that you blend it out. Apply a little pigment at a time because it is a black pigment, so you don't want to apply too much because you can't subtract. It's easier to slowly add on and build up the intensity of the black than it is to try and erase it. Now with a pencil brush, we're going to take tracks again and apply it to our lower lash line. It's going to give a sort of smoky appearance below your lashes, and it's also going to help set the pencil that we used earlier to line the lash line. Next, you'll see me just blending it out more. The key to this is blend, 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 of course, and because I wasn't exactly satisfied with how Tracks was looking and the placement of it all, I just continued to blend it out until I was okay with how it looked. Now we're just going to line our upper lash line. I used the Duo Blackout Gel Liner that was available at i-candycouture.com. Unfortunately, it is no longer available, so go ahead and use any liner that you prefer, whether that be liquid, pencil, or gel. Just make sure it's black and apply it to your upper lash line, staying as close to the line as possible. And lastly, to finish off the eyes, we're going to apply mascara. I'm using the mascara from MAC, I think it's Lash Prep and Prime. So I'm applying the primer first and then the actual mascara over that. Feel free to use whatever mascara you'd like and apply to your heart's desire. Don't forget to curl. And that completes the eyes. Next, I'm just going to finish the rest of my face. First, I primed it, or not primed it, but I sort of just cleaned it, freshened up a little with witch hazel. Then I applied milk of magnesia to my T-zone because it's summertime and my oily skin is just going haywire. To the rest of my face, I just applied Rimmels primer, then a little bit of concealer under the eye, and over that I put some powder foundation, and then I added a little bit of bronzer and blush. I'm loving this blush, and I think it's called Sienna, and I'm using it as, it's called Sienna, and I'm using it as a contour. And then on my lips, I just lined them and I added cherry truffle, and as a highlight in the middle, I used Marilyn. Okay, so we're almost done. Our face is complete. We did our eyes, we did our cheeks, our lips look delicious. But, what's missing? Earrings, of course. And I'm going to use my favorite hoops. Of course, they're from i-candycouture. And we're going to put those bad boys on and it'll complete our look. Well, of course, you're going to want to do your hair. But this was a late night tutorial and I'm very happy with the way that it came out. So thank you for watching. Head on over to i-candycouture.com to pick up all your cosmetic and accessory needs. If you liked the tutorial, please subscribe to my channel and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Y'all have a nice night.